EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the home of the Ryder Cup in 2021, Whistling Straits, it's live first-round coverage of the Kohler Open. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. We've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. Echoing the design of the famous seaside links of the UK and Ireland, we begin our round at Whistling Straits with a 493-yard par 4 first. Well, the majors are all complete for the year. It is time to turn our attention to the big prize remaining. That, of course, the FedEx Cup. We're getting into the home stretch now. We will be at Scottsdale next week, Boston the week after that. And then it all gets started. Round 1 in Memphis, just 4 weeks from today. Always nice to get that first one out of the way, and that's going to be a good one to get this tournament started. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Hi Rich, it's great to be here. We are in for an adventurous ride today, the backdrop of blue Lake Michigan. But finding the short grass, the fairway, one of the hardest things to do around here, so we're off to a promising start.
Well, that ball landed really too close to the flag. These are firm greens. You've got to land that shorter.
Iona Stephen is at the first green. This for birdie.
And even though this is a long way out, there's not a lot going on here. Fairly level overall, not much movement to speak of.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in. It's a par here at first, and she's going to hold on here at even par. This is the shorter of the 2 par 5s on the front, the second at 597 yards. So you know that next one is long. Just a little bit of a dog leg to the left. If you are going to try to knock it on into, you have to keep an eye on that pot bunker. It's 35 yards short of the green. And if you're in that, you may not be coming out. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Iona a second coming up.
And it's a long and slender hole, very challenging, and being on the right-hand side makes it even more so. We're looking at a blind second shot, with that pot bunker just 35 yards short of the green, making it even more tough.
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly. Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. We come now to the first par 3 at Whistling Straits, 188-yard third. Best to favor the right side of this massive green to avoid Lake Michigan and those deep bunkers and dunes on the left. Oh, this could be good. Yeah, very good shot, taking it in right of the hole, and a good look upcoming. 7 feet now for birdie. Nicely done, and things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. Frank, this is a big hole right here. The 4th, it is almost 500 yards, par 4.
And you can see the bunkers and the mounding down the right side. Believe it or not, that's actually where you should aim your tee shot and just let the contours move that ball towards the middle of the fairway.
And that one gonna wind up in the bunker. A lot of distance to carry here for her second out of the bunker.
That's a really good shot out of the fairway bunker. A chance to make a birdie.
12 feet still to go. You betcha. What a roll there. That is in for a birdie. Heading now to the 603-yard par 5 fifth, where only the bravest will go for the green in 2. Water on both the left and right side of the fairway. Left side is where you'd rather be. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. After a good tee shot, Iona, this, her second.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the 5th hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
Almost a great shot, just missed it a fraction to the right of this green here at the par 5.
Yeah, but a chip and a putt, still make 4.
A straightforward look here for birdie. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And she's going to stay in -3. Set to go now at the 6th. It's a pretty short par 4.
Yeah, slight dogleg to the right, but you can play it straight away. There's a series of bunkers down that left side, and then they really choke the fairway at about 320 yards.
Yeah, that's the spot you want to put it. Now, watch this thing gather momentum down the slope. Well, that is going to be an excellent result.
Shot after shot. More evidence there with that beautiful touch.
Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. On the 7th tee now, and a tricky 221-yard par 3.
If you have a look at the way in which Pete Dye has designed this hole, you can see that the green shapes away to the right. So if you can bring the ball in from the left, it's certainly desirable.
That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. That's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And she'll remain at 4 under par. Onward to the 506-yard par 4-8 with over 100 bunkers. The 8 testing every golfer's nerves. Imperative to favor the left side to avoid a severe drop-off to Lake Michigan, and dunes and bunkers on the right. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Looking at 149 to the hole, pin is in the left back portion of the green.
This one has a chance to be close.
Well, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
This from about 10 feet. Now, that one's going to go begging. It misses right. Frustration there. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Well, this hole you have to be airtight, as they say, T2 green. And why do we say that? Because if you look ahead, about 100 yards short of the green, there's an enormous tree which could block your approach. So positioning off the tee is critical so that you have the right angle to this 9th hole as we close out the front side.
Now, that was 50-50 off the tee. Rough, fairway? I guess it was more than 50-50. Fairway's fine.
Frank, now the second shot here at the 9th.
You can get caught with swirling winds here because of the trees and the protection on the hill on the right side. Another one to be very, very careful of.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th. And she'll go out in 32 on this front side, 4 under par. So we begin this backside with the par 4 10th. It's 391 yards. This one's all about positioning. You want to try to keep it down the left side of the fairway because there's that deep bunker on the right. That's a 240-yard carry. That's a pretty good poke. That's up in the wind, maybe drifting a little left. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Well, Frank, the 11th here at Whistling Straits is a monster par 5. They call it sandbox, but it is not exactly child's play, is it?
No, I can't actually count the number of bunkers on this hole. Plus, it's a dogleg to the right. 645 yards. I don't care whichever way you cut it down. That's going to be 3 good shots. It forces you to hit driver off this tee.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result. Good soft hands. That is nicely done. Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. That's got to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and her score is going to stay right where it is. Frank, the short par 3 12th, what are you looking to do?
Well, you'd think it's a snag. Green straight in front of you, points a little bit to the right, but just getting it and keeping it on the green, it takes some doing.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. This now for birdie at 12.
He does have a bit of an incline to navigate, but other than that, this shouldn't move much at all.
That had a pretty good line. Very close to going in. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Just amazing what man can do, right? Make the earth look like the moon, make Wisconsin look like Ireland. That's what this 402-yard par 4 13th is all about. They call it cliffhanger, and you can see why. That green is hanging over the cliffs above Lake Michigan. Good luck here.
That's certainly a good break. If that ball had stayed in the thick rough, Might have had a chip out. Instead, that first cut, so many more options available now.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. Now to the par 4 14th. It is a dogleg left, about 396 yards.
Yeah, it really narrows up around that 300-yard mark. So this is another hole, really, where you don't need a driver. But somehow you've got to get that ball in the fairway. Remember, 250 yards, only leaves 145 in. Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole. Okay, that's acceptable there. Chance now for another birdie. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And she's going to hold on at 5 under. The 15th now, and a 503-yard par 4 here at Whistling Straits.
Well, it's certainly beautiful to look at, but tough to play. Bunkered once again left and right, but it's a hole that you have to hit a driver down here, just purely because of the length of the hole.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Just think about it. You've got to cover nearly 2 football fields of distance and get it inside 5 feet. You wouldn't think that's possible.
Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. Onward now to the shortest par 5 at Whistling Straits, the 16th at 568 yards. It's reachable into, but there are plenty of dunes and bunkers that can steal your glory. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive.
I dare say a touch too aggressive. Try to fly it all the way and expect it to hold. It is very ambitious. Look what's happened. What a great shot. Could easily have gone in for the same price.
This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And the lead moves to 2 with 2 to play here on day 1.
Well, Frank, we know that Pete Dye has given the world some intimidating par 3s, most notably the 17th at TPC Sawgrass. He says this one is even more fearsome.
And the reason why is the drop-off on the left. It's 20 feet below the level of the green. Then you've got the sand dunes on the right, with a sort of speckled with bunkers as well. And then there's a little sliver of green grass in between. That's the green.
That one safely on the putting surface. Now this for another birdie. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And the lead's going to remain 2. We come now to one of the most celebrated finishing holes in all of golf. Whistling Straits, 520-yard par 4 18. An aggressive drive down the left side requiring a 270-yard carry over the sand dunes and bunkers. Safer to play it to the right.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Second shot now at the home hole. Ball is in the rough, but has a chance to get this within birdie range with a good shot. Good chance at one.
Well, if that's the last iron shot of the day, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
Okay, it's a nice finish, a birdie at 18. And this is going to be an opening round 64. Sensational. So an ideal day 1 for our featured golfer. Already 3 shots clear of the field after 18 holes.
3 is so
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Whistling Straits Golf Course on the shores of Lake Michigan, live second-round coverage of the Kohler Open. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. She's on top by just 1 stroke as she gets ready to tee off. That's a beauty there to get this second round underway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yes, hello Rich. What a treat we're in for today. The backdrop of Lake Michigan and over 1,000 bunkers. Some reports say 1,012, so finding the fairway essential around this track, and we're off to a solid start.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Tell you what, lag putting, such an underrated part of the game, and that is well done there. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Frank, how about the par 5, 597-yard second hole?
They give you a chance here. If you can hit a long drive down the left side, it starts to open up. But even a drive that finds the fairway down the right side, you might think it's okay, but chances are you can have a blind second shot.
All right, in the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And you really could not have placed this ball any better. Down the left half of this fairway, opening up that green beautifully to give this a crack in two.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
"15 feet away. Nope. That finished off for par here at the second, and this will remain a one-shot advantage. Frank, how do you like the look of the first par 3 on the golf course, the third hole?
Well, you have a good look at Lake Michigan for a start. That's certainly not where you want to hit it, though. Really use the green, the shape of the green, which angles to the left.
Okay, that's the area of the green you want to be in, that front right quadrant, and it's a birdie opportunity coming up. We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
And so often players can focus so much on the break they forget about the slope. This has to be hit a little firmer than normal.
Oh, no. Just appeared to be befuddled by the break there. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And she's going to stay at 8 under par. Back here at Whistling Straits, we're on the fourth tee. It's a par 4, and it's a good one, Frank. 494 yards.
Very intimidating to the eye there. It sort of makes you hit it down the left side, but that's where you've got to be careful. Because if you hit it down the left, it's going to kick further left and cause a lot of problems.
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And the fourth year at Whistling Straits is challenging enough. You just have to find the fairway. And that's what we've done here. So, still a chance of making a par or better.
Leading is one thing, but hitting iron shots like that, that lead is going to increase.
Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And she'll move to 9 under par. Now the 5th hole, and Frank, what a par 5.
Well, strategic par 5. It's almost the shape of an S. That's why it's called snake. The best and most conservative way to play this hole is just simply play it as a 3-shotter. Tee shot down the left, second shot up there, and then just take the wedge in.
Well, if you know you're not going to go for this green in 2 and you feel more comfortable with 3 wood off the tee, that's a good, safe play. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the 5th hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Yeah, there's another one. Back-to-back birdies here at 4 and 5. And she's into double figures now at 10 under par. On to the 6th now. Not overly long at 409 yards. You can see by the flyover, bunkers are seemingly everywhere. It might sound like a bit of a broken record, but finding the fairway here is crucial, as it should set up just a wedge in with a downhill approach. Now this for birdie.
Yeah, and over a putt like this, you've really got to trust the fact you've banked the practice, you trust the process, and certainly trust the line.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And she's going to hold on at -10. Heading now to the picturesque par 3-7, 221 yards along Lake Michigan. Long green, making club selection absolutely crucial and putting a challenge. Okay, front left portion of the green and an outside look at birdie from there.
18 feet from the bottom of the cup.
That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And her score's going to stay right where it is. This one have enough going on for you? 506 yards, and it's a par 4 this 8th hole. Count them. There are more than 100 bunkers on this hole. So what you need to do is favor the left side, because if you don't, there is that steep drop-off right into Lake Michigan, all those dunes, all those bunkers on the right. Focus. Focus.
Oh, talk about a friendly kick. I never got those. It could have stayed in the rough for the same price.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And she'll move to 11 under. Ready to round out the front 9 here at Whistling Straits with a 442-yard par 4.
This one plays a little bit downhill in the fairway, and everything slopes towards the right. So you've got to be aware of that and just aim that tee shot a little further left than you'd think you would.
Yeah, that's a beautiful tee shot. Now watch this go. It's going to trundle right on down the slope. And that'll do just fine. Chance now to make the turn with some momentum for birdie. Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. That'll mean this is a 32 on the front, 4 under par. Starting off the backside with a 391-yard par 4 10th. Best to try and hug the left side of the fairway. You have to avoid the deep bunker on the right, which demands a 240-yard carry. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So after the big drive, this a short approach to the par 4. That is absolutely fine. 5 feet now for birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a 3rd consecutive birdie. And she'll get it to 13 under. 650
45-yard par 5 11th. They call this hole the sandbox, and hopefully, Frank, you're not picking up the shovel here.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. If you're reaching this par 5 and 2, then you don't belong on this planet. Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Chance now for another birdie.
A great deal of success on the greens thus far, but this one's going to be a challenge.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That one finished off. It's in for par. And she's going to stay at 13 under.
Now to the 12th, short little par 3.
Yeah, just a short iron in hand. You'd like to think it's a birdie opportunity. One of the biggest problems here, though, is putting. This green, anything other than flat.
Okay, that will finish on the front of the green, and with the pin cut front right, a birdie try forthcoming.
This will be a 14-foot putt here.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Okay, that one in for par. And her score is going to stay right where it is.
Frank, here at the 13th, a lot can happen.
Just a gentle dogleg to the right, or at least the hole moves to the right, plus the slope of the fairway. So you've got to aim left of center.
That ball wound up being pushed left by the wind, and it is going to wind up in the bunker. And this, not a distance you practice all that often with your bunker shots.
More evidence of the long bunker shot and exactly how difficult it is. So now, put that in the back of your mind. Grab that wedge out, chip it close, still make a par.
Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And her score is going to stay right where it is.
Now the par 4 14th, and Frank, this is not about brute strength, is it?
A bit of a head scratcher here. When you first look at it, you think you just pull out the driver, but it narrows up in the driving area. So really it's a layup off the tee, just a short iron in from there. It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole. Okay, she'll finish that one off for her par. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Now we arrive at the 503-yard par 4 15th, beginning of a 4-hole stretch, rivaling any 4-hole stretch in championship golf. Hang on tight. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
This could be a good one.
She's got great balance in that swing. So you see, just picks the iron shot off the turf, and, well, the result, inside 10 feet. Well done.
Now this for another birdie. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And she'll move to 14 under par. Well, you're licking your chops here at the 16th. It's only 568 yards, this par 5. Clearly reachable in 2. But you can also let this hole get away from you because of all those dunes and bunkers that can become a real headache if you're off target. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. So now just a short one left for her eagle. Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for eagle 3. Superb. 17th now, and if you have a club that goes 250 yards on a good line, bust it out right now.
And if anything, you want to aim it just ahead of the right. It pays to be a little cautious here because of that mound on the left. It goes down some 20 feet below the level of the green.
Okay, that'll come to rest on the front portion of the green, and now a fairly long look coming up for birdie. Birdie putt coming up, but you gotta think anything inside of 7 or 8 feet here is pretty darn good. Oh, that nearly went in. That's a touch of class right there. Very good effort. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. The final hole, the 18th, and the clubhouse in the distance. Frank, it's looking like home sweet home, isn't it?
Well, if you can hit the fairway here, that's one thing, but it still leaves an enormously long second shot.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Frank, one last full swing. What are they looking at here at 18?
Well, even with a good tee shot, you're left with a long yardage in, so chances are you're hitting a long iron all the way across 7 Mile Creek, which wraps around the front and the left side. So this is going to take your best second shot. Standing ovation for that. She made just such a good pass at that. Hit it right out of the middle of the bat. Tremendous shot.
Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that is going to be a superb second round score of 63. Wow. So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take, Frank, our featured golfer with a cup. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the eastern shores of Wisconsin and Whistling Straits, it's live third-round coverage of the Kohler Open. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. She's got a commanding lead on the rest of the field, as she has been sensational so far. And that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Hi Rich, it's great to be here. We are in for an adventurous ride today, the backdrop of blue Lake Michigan. But finding the short grass, the fairway, one of the hardest things to do around here, so we're off to a promising start.
Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. A 6-footer now for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And that will move her score to 18 under par.
Frank, bold is beautiful here at Whistling Straits, and this second hole is for the bold, isn't it?
Well, even though it's just under 600 yards, it is reachable for the long hitters. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, because that way you can see the green. There is bunkers left, and there is bunkers right.
And this round starting off strong after the birdie at the first. This in the fairway at number 2. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's a long and slender hole, very challenging, and being on the right-hand side makes it even more so. We're looking at a blind second shot, with that pot bunker just 35 yards short of the green, making it even more tough.
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5. but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
A birdie opportunity at 2, and Nota Begay is down there.
And this is a putt players love to see, uphill, slightly right to left.
Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And she'll move now to 19 under. Now to the first par 3 on this golf course. It's the third, about 188 yards.
Yeah, big green with lots of undulations, and it moves the ball from that right side towards the left, towards Lake Michigan. But club selection, important here.
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day.
13 feet away.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And she'll move to an even 20 under par. Well, here we are at the par 4 fourth. It's a shade under 500 yards, and it is the hardest hole on the golf course. Why? Well, Pete Dye's playing mind games. Yet again, he's trying to get you to avoid those mounds on the right side. You do, and what happens is so many tee shots go toward those left bunkers and the dunes that fall dangerously toward Lake Michigan. Again, mind games from the mastermind, Pete Dye. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
On the fourth year at Whistling Straits, it's challenging enough. You just have to find the fairway. That's what we've done here, so still a chance of making a par or better.
Well, no surprise. We've already seen some great iron shots this week, but that is another one.
A great opportunity here for birdie. Not much to that. It is a birdie here at 4, and she'll move it to 21 under for the tournament. Ready to tee off here at the 5th. It is a 603-yard snaking par 5.
Yeah, really, there's no way you can carry that water on the right side. 340 yards finds the fairway on that line, so that's not really worth it. Ideally, just hit it down the left side. Take your medicine.
Yeah, why not? Another great tee shot, and maybe a chance now to go after what would be a 5th consecutive birdie. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the 5th hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Good soft hands. That is nicely done. 9 feet left here for birdie. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And she'll get it to the 22 under par. Hole number 6, and another scenic view off the tee. It's a 409-yard par 4.
Yeah, the hole is well bunkered around the 300-yard mark. Ideally, you want to have that tee shot just short of that. Then it's not too hard a second shot.
That's going to be up the left-hand side.
So it's official. Will not hit every fairway today. First fairway missed in the rough. Let's see what they can do from here.
Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. Chance now for another birdie. I mean, this is just becoming too easy now. That a sixth consecutive birdie, and she'll move to 23 under par.
What an interesting par 3 this is. The 7th is 221 yards. There is trouble to the right, and it is nicknamed Shipwreck.
I think those people that decide to go straight at the flag, then that's where they will pay a high price. There's nothing wrong with being a little left of the flag here.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
That one just going to sneak on by. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And she's going to stay at 23 under par. Onward to the 506-yard par 4-8 with over 100 bunkers. The 8 testing every golfer's nerves. Imperative to favor the left side to avoid a severe drop-off to Lake Michigan, and dunes and bunkers on the right. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway.
Down the hill here, going to play shorter.
Okay, center of the green, a good safe shot.
This one is all about touch and feel and creativity. Coming down that huge slope, though it is a birdie putt.
Will that stop? Yes, that was not easy down the slope, but that's pretty well done. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And her score's going to stay right where it is. We finish up the front side here at Whistling Straits with the 442-yard par 4 9th. Fairway tends to funnel the tee shot toward the middle, but if you're too far to the right, a large tree about 100 yards short of the green could block your approach. Boy, she just seems to be on autopilot right about now. That, another good drive off the tee. Wasn't right down the middle, but it wasn't bad at all. Coming at this second shot from the right side of the fairway.
A little unlucky there. That ball landed very close to the flag, but look how far it's gone on.
Now this for another birdie.
And this has a pretty clear right to left break to it. Players got to recognize the speed. This is one that guys leave short quite a bit.
Yeah, tough to know just how far out to the right to play that one. I mean, that was not far enough. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that will make this an even 30 for the front side, going out in 6 under par. So we begin this backside with the par 4 10th. It's 391 yards. This one's all about positioning. You want to try to keep it down the left side of the fairway because there's that deep bunker on the right. That's a 240-yard carry. That's a pretty good poke. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Okay, on the green, but it's going to leave a putt that will get your attention.
14 feet to the hole.
Now the pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. Her score will move to 24 under par. Here we are at the 11th. It is the longest par 5 at Whistling Straits, measuring, how's this, a whopping 645 yards. Good drive will give you a chance to get your second on the plateau, offering a good look at your third. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. Unfortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done.
Back to the action here at the 12. It is a par 3, and Frank, a little bit of a breather, at least in terms of yardage.
Well, that's about it, because this green is one of the most undulating on the golf course. I doubt there's a flat spot on this green.
Okay, that one's dancing. Chance now for another birdie. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. That one's safely in. It's a par here at 12. And her score is going to stay right where it is.
On to the 13th, and this par 4, Frank, they lovingly call cliffhanger. How do you deal with these 402 yards, Frank?
Really, you got to pick a spot down the left side. Even where the rough isn't really such a bad line. Keep it down there, let everything kick to the right, but you have to avoid missing right here.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot.
Nicely in the fairway here, Frank, but this is steeply downhill to the green.
And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And she'll get a stroke back. So here we are at the 14th, just a shade under 400 yards. Par 4, you can see it's a dog leg left. You might be tempted to cut that corner, but you're asking for some trouble there. You can see there's an enormous fairway bunker, which could spell bogey.
Smoked that tee shot. Can't believe it finished in the first cut.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway. Okay, that's acceptable there. Now this for another birdie. Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And she'll move to 25 under now.
Frank, lots of sand and beach in view here at the 15th.
Yeah, this starts a tremendous 4-hole run to the clubhouse. And this is going to require your best tee shot. Maybe a little fade off the tee would keep it away from those bunkers on the left and set up that second shot. Smoked that drive. A little unlucky, actually, to get into the first cut.
Need a good clean strike here from 180 yards away. Second shot.
Not an easy one, 20 feet away.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And she's going to stay at minus 25.
Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Whistling Straits. How do you close this out on the right foot, Frank?
Well, this is the shortest of the 4 par 5s at 568 yards. There's a big crop of bunkers down the right side. Just a driver off those is certainly going to make this par 5 reachable.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb.
The 17th now at Whistling Straits, and if you have a club that travels 250 yards on a good line, bust it out now.
That's what you're going to need, Dan, and you're going to need to hit that smack bang out of the middle of the club and leave nothing behind.
Okay, safely aboard. Chance now for another birdie.
Dead center on the reed. Got to keep the pace up and get it up the hill.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. That'll take her now to 28 under par. Unquestionably, the best finishing holes in golf require your best shots. You want to win the championship, you need to deliver down the stretch. 520 yards, par 4 18th here at Whistling Straits. You can come in with a shorter iron if you take the aggressive line off the tee, but that's a 270-yard carry over the dunes and bunkers. If you want to play it safe, you go down the right side. That's going to leave you a longer shot in. You make 4 here, you will have earned it. You make 3, you will have likely won it all.
Frank, this approach to 18, it will test you in every way.
Yeah, even off a good tee shot, it's a difficult second, and this is one that you really have to think, perhaps maybe hitting that second shot a little right of center.
Pretty big left to righter here for birdie.
Just played a little too much break there and hung it out to the left. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And this will be, ready for this, a third round score of 61. You can't play much better than that. So a final look at the leaderboard, and this has just been a runaway so far. Our featured golfer, EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Sheboygan, Wisconsin, it's live final round coverage of the Kohler Open. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Our leader is indeed our featured golfer. It has been a textbook performance to this point. And that a beauty safely in the fairway to get this Sunday round started. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yes, hello Rich. What a treat we're in for today. The backdrop of Lake Michigan and over 1,000 bunkers. Some reports say 1,012, so finding the fairway essential around this track, and we're off to a solid start.
Jack Nicklaus always told me hole high, that was the goal. Little left, but hole high and inside 10 feet. Well done.
Not a long putt, but a side hiller for birdie. Oh, well, gotta hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Ready to tee off at this magnificent second hole. Frank, all I see are bunkers and water.
Well, that's pretty much what everybody else is going to see as well. Ideally, hit it down the left, though, and then you don't have a blind second shot. Even though you can be on the fairway on the right side, well, you won't see the green.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And you really could not have placed this ball any better. Down the left half of this fairway, opening up that green beautifully to give this a crack in two.
Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. And that is going to move her to a tidy 29 under par. Now the stunning 188-yard par 3 third here at Whistling Straits.
Yeah, the green angles to the left. You have to be careful because it's well protected by those huge bunkers and dunes on the left.
That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And players of this caliber should make this on a regular basis pretty flat with just a slight movement to the left.
Nicely done, and things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And that's going to take her to an even 30 under par.
So off the par 3 third, now a beefy par 4, Frank.
And it's called Glory. Now make 4 here, give yourself a self 5.
Up next, the hardest hole on the course, the intimidating 494-yard par 4 fourth. Many players avoid the mounting on the right side of the fairway, only to bounce their tee shots left toward the bunkers and dunes that fall off toward Lake Michigan.
Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway.
Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. And that's going to get her to 31 under par.
Here at Whistling Straits, and they call this hole Snake. Frank, how do you avoid getting bitten by it?
Well, if you go left, there's water. If you go right, there's water. This hole is anything other than straight, so it suits its name. Somehow find the fairway. Best way to play this is treat it as a 3-shotter. The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. And be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot. But really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it?
This will be a 14-foot putt here.
Oh, yeah, that one on line all the way. It's in for a birdie. And with it, she'll move to 32 under par.
Ready to hit the tee shot here at the 6th, Frank. Where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, Rich, finally a par 4 that's not overly long. There's a little bunker down the left. That's about 250 yards. Shouldn't have a problem carrying that, but it's the next two, just up ahead around the 330 mark. Just keep it a little short of that, short iron in.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And gosh, it was a good effort, but just coming up a bit shy with that tee shot on the left-hand side. And I don't know about you, but is this a little bit too close for comfort?
It's about a 60% make percentage from here. This for birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. That's going to take her score to 33 under par.
Frank, there's a good reason they call this 7th hole shipwreck. It's 221 yards long, and there is plenty of trouble to the right.
Yeah, water, rocks, bunkers, all sorts of things. But really, when you look at the hole another way, it shapes up for a left to right shot.
Didn't play the wind very well there, and that's going to wind up too strong and over the green. Second shot now, here at the par 3. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And she'll stay right where she is, well under par. This one have enough going on for you? 506 yards, and it's a par 4 this 8th hole. Count them, there are more than 100 bunkers on this hole. So what you need to do is favor the left side, because if you don't, there is that steep drop-off right into Lake Michigan, all those dunes, all those bunkers on the right. Focus. Focus. She started this one a bit to the left.
That got a fortunate bounce. It'll be just fine.
So this, Iona, her second from the fairway.
It's 135 yards to get you to the front portion of the green. 139 yards will get you to the flag. Pin, front right. It's a sneaky one.
Another example of her excellent balance and timing, and that's a good shot.
Pretty big left to righter here for birdie. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's going to move her now to 34 under par.
Headed to the clubhouse now for a hot dog and a soda at the turn. But first, a little bit of business here with this par 4 ninth.
And this is going to take a straight tee shot. Trouble on both sides of this fairway. Also, be very, very aware of the shape of this fairway. It's downhill and slopes left to right. Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. This is in the 30-foot range here. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. She'll brush that one in for her par here at the 9th. And that will make this an even 30 for the front side, going out in 6 under par. Starting off the backside with a 391-yard par 4 10. Best to try and hug the left side of the fairway. You have to avoid the deep bunker on the right, which demands a 240-yard carry.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Now this for another birdie.
And this is a putt you should make 7 out of 10 times. Looks to be dead straight, nothing to push it offline.
That's the way to start the backside. A perfect read. It's a birdie at number 10. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shouting. This is a brute of a par 5. It's the longest by far at Whistling Straits. 645 yards, the 11th hole. Hit a good drive, and you'll have a chance to put your second on that plateau. You can see it down a ways, and then from there, you'll have a good look at your third, and maybe a chance at birdie. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Ooh, and that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin, and that will be no bargain in there.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
A good opportunity lost there. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. Frank, the previous hole we took out the sledgehammer. Now at the 12th, we'll need a scalpel, it looks like.
At 163 yards, you wouldn't think it's very long. But really, the problem is the green. You can pitch the ball in the middle of the screen and still it can kick over. So be very, very aware of the mounding and the undulations on this green.
This going to be her second shot now at the par 3. That one finished off. It's in for par. And she's going to remain right where she is. 13th hole now, and by the looks of this one, Frank, if you were right off the tee, things could go horribly wrong.
Massive drop-offs and bunkers to the right. Doubtful that you'd ever get a good lie if you miss this fairway on the right. So, flip side, keep the ball down the left. Well, that was a great tee shot, but when you're that far down there, the fairways get a little narrow. Just finished in the first cut.
Chance now for another birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard.
Frank, any major championship gives you a good mix of holes. We've had some long ones, and now this one just under 400 yards.
But it will punish you if you're offline. There's trouble left and the mounds and the bunkers on the right. So ideally, it's a positional tee shot. Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
I really like her golf swing, and that's another good shot. She should be happy with that one.
This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And she'll stay right where she is. Well under par.
Ready to go here at the 15th tee, and by the looks of it, Frank, we should have brought the swimsuits and some sunscreen.
It's very picturesque, that's for sure, but don't get fooled by its beauty. This is an absolute beast at 503 yards and sets up a very, very tough finish to Whistling Straits.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot.
Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up.
Oh, yes, a perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And this one was over a while ago. This is just a walk in the park now. 16th here at Whistling Straits is the shortest par 5 on the golf course. Also one of the most exciting holes on the golf course. We saw that at the Ryder Cup. It was a pivotal hole. Recall on Saturday, Jordan Spieth making eagle here after his partner, Justin Thomas, hit that sensational approach shot. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Oh, kind of bladed that one. Got it out, but it is now in the rough.
This hole's been a bit of a struggle, but beautiful short shot and a chance to get away with the par.
Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and she's going to remain right where she is. Here we are at the 249-yard 17th. What a hole. One of the most intimidating Pete Dye par 3 anywhere in the world. Most players will play it safe to the right side of the green because the left, it has that 20-foot drop down to the sand dunes and Lake Michigan beyond. Got to wind up. That is as good as it gets. So this has been an absolute clinic, and that nearly the capper with a hole-in-one, but instead it is just a tap-in birdie. We come now to one of the most celebrated finishing holes in all of golf. Whistling Straits, 520-yard par 4 18. An aggressive drive down the left side requiring a 270-yard carry over the sand dunes and bunkers. Safer to play it to the right. Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. These are fun shots to play, but they can be scary because if you don't take the right club, this ball could sail forever, never come down. It is well down the hill to that green.
Another example of her excellent balance and timing, and that's a good shot.
Now this for another birdie.
And this has a little bit of uphill to it, working back to the right at the end.
Oh, never in doubt. Back-to-back birdies to close things out. And that will be a final round score of 61. Talk about finishing strong. Just a marvelous performance, Frank. Look, I know you love EA Sports. You play all the games. You might win Madden football by double digits, right? It is football. But in golf, double-digit victories, that's rare. That doesn't happen a whole lot.
You're right. It looked like we were playing Madden.